Here we go. Wednesday, Thursday night. We're doing some lucky dip. G'day, Ben.
G'day, mate. How are you?
I'm good. And Sam, how are you?
I forgot to zip up the old the hoodie there because I had an accident with a tin of spaghetti. Kinds
What?
for lunch today. I managed to get it all over my.
Oh.
Very difficult to wash your beard. Not in a shower.
You could unzip it a little bit, and we reenact foot rot flats. I've got a spoon around here. Yeah. Come on, cheeky.
Just have a go. No.
Boing, boing, boing. No?
Zip it up there, no.
I have no idea what that reference is.
You know, I've noticed this. You're very, speaking of foot rot flats, you're very well shaved. Sean.
Yeah, I'm Sean.
You're Sean.
I'm Sean of the sheep.
Very handsome.
Now I just look like your granddad and not your homeless granddad. Or as my mother used to say, the wild man of Borneo. That was her. Which I never
heard of that before.
You never heard the wild man of Borneo?
No.
That must have been a thing. It must have been.
I've heard it too
in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
It's never been applied to me.
You're right. You're always too well turned out.
I'm just always the handsome favourite, you know. Yeah. Let's kick it off, Sam. Do you want to go first?
Yes. I pre-prepared.
Oh.
I don't know if you've got. It's legit. It's legit. I laughed when I pulled it out because I'm like, oh, why did I put this in here? But it's the After series of movies.
Oh no, Sam!
Yeah,
what are these?
These are the fan fictions that have been turned into fucking movies. My wife and daughter fucking watch them all the time. Ever After, wasn't it? Was it After the Fall or
After the Fall?
There's a new one coming. Number 4's coming.
Yeah, number 4's.
It's got the most unlikable fucking male lead actor I've ever seen in any movie. Yeah. I hate his guts so much.
I know. I agree. I think he definitely was a strange pick. Although he does, to be fair, he does get better as the movies go on.
I don't think so. But that's just my.
Yeah.
I watched
but he has it. Yeah.
That's one of them. The first one's called After.
Where's Bentley?
No, that's not it. Not it at all.
From 2010?
No.
When a girl falls from a horse?
No, that's literally After the Fall, that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the other ones called, Sam? You've got the Google box there.
Yeah. I'll just go back. I think it's here.
Anyway, it is fan fiction that's been...
After We Collided.
Sorry, After We Collided.
Yeah, that's the... Oh, is that the third one?
Yeah, it's the top one.
Oh yes, because the fourth one has a really weird name. It's not here now, but it's like after happily ever. Oh, it's like Yoda. Yeah, it's like backwards.
We saw the poster at the cinema last week, and I looked at it and I said to my wife, "Like, look at the fucking title of the fourth one. That's ridiculous."
It's like, it's weird.
But essentially, it's like real. Like if you thought Nicholas Sparks was average, this is next level fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember the first one got some kind of theatrical release here.
Well, I think they've all.
Nicholas Sparks.
I think they've all had theatrical releases here. The fourth one's got the posters up at the cinemas.
Oh, yeah, 2019.
Anyhow, I kind of like Nicholas Sparks too. I kind of think it's become a bit more same-ish over the years. But back when back in the early days, like what was the one he did? Message in a Bottle, Nights in Rodanthe. The one with Mandy Moore, whatever that was called.
Walk a mile, or whatever it is.
Yeah, Walk something.
Walk to Remember?
Walk to Remember.
That's it. Yeah.
I like those. It's when it sort of hit the new era. I don't really do.
What's the one with Josh Duhamel and the girl from So You Think You Can Dance?
Yeah, and you've got the...
Yeah, I loved that one. I actually really liked that one.
Scott Eastwood.
To be honest.
I liked Lucky, the one with... High School Musical, Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron. I like that one too.
Charlie Sinclair?
With all the dogs.
No, although I do really like Charlie Sinclair. It's my kind of movie. No, it's and it's the girl from Orange Is the New Black, the lead Taylor something or another, where he walks the dog. He's got the German Shepherd.
I know the one.
It's a really ridiculous. The conflict between the two main characters is
I kind of find
so ridiculous. Like the rest of it, 100%, I'm there with them. The reason they kind of have their fallout that creates the romantic / dramatic tension is so stupid. And
I know.
Yeah. That's
true,
kind of where I
yeah.
fell off with it. It just
Right.
became all sameish to me, and the outcome's always the same. And I don't mind that generally, but like when you come to expect that from every single one,
it's like watching a David Mamet film where you're like, I know the twist, man.
how many times does that come up? That's great. I love that. They should team up, David Mamet and Nicholas Sparks.
A romantic con man movie.
Write a book together. Anyway, good one, Sam. Thanks. It certainly took us down an avenue.
I know. It's the romantic dramas. It's great.
Oh, right near the microphone. Good one.
I want people to see. I don't want people to think that we're like Sam and cheating with these pre-prepared. I've just pulled out ones that I want to talk about. Oh, I didn't really want to talk about the after movies. I said I love all the after movies.
You have to hide them from the background. They're on the shelf.
All the
secretly, yeah.
No one can read that. What's it say?
No, I can't see it.
It's one crazy summer.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah,
now we're talking.
These are our after.
This is like if Nicholas Sparks was writing when he was a teenager. This is what it'd be.
Yeah.
This is Bobcat Goldthwait, John Cusack. Is it directed by Steve Savage Holland?
It is. I think isn't Curtis Armstrong in this as well? The only movie where Booger and Zed are in the same film together.
And which one's the most outrageous? I think Bobcat.
I think it's Bobcat. I think Bobcat is in this one.
How many times on the show have I done that line when he rides his bike and he hops off and he goes, "Thanks for the ride. I enjoyed it thoroughly." I did a TikTok video scene from this movie at one point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Who's his partner in the film? There's another
Demi Moore in it?
Demi Moore is John Cusack's partner.
Yeah,
like romantic interest. But who's the
I don't know. It's
not Bobcat Goldthwait's idiot friend who.
It's not the chick that played
Tom
in Rugrats, is it?
No, I don't think it's a woman. It's the guy. It's the guy. I think it's.
Oh,
I think
Tom
it might
Villard?
be.
Sorry,
Tom Villard.
I don't know who that is. Is that the guy from The Warriors and The Thing? The guy from The Warriors who got fired?
Well, it says he plays Clay Stork, which is the brother of Bobcat's character, Egg Stork.
Looking it up.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is right top. What a poster! What a poster, everybody. That's the one Sam's talking about.
Yeah.
Is that not him?
It's the guy from Heartbreak Ridge. It's Profile from.
Because doesn't he play like a house renovator or something?
They work for the prop because they're shooting a movie or something there, and they're looking after there's a show being thing, and they're looking after the props.
Two guys who adore this movie.
I watched it not too long ago.
Look, in fairness, it's a chaotic movie. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense. There's so much going on. Half the time, Bobcat's in a dinosaur outfit, crashing fucking mini golf courses
because he's looking after the movie sets, all the stuff, and then they use them. There's a Goonies kind of subplot because there's a developer that wants to take over the whole town, and it's the guy. I'm pretty sure the main villain who's the son of the billionaire. There's the grandfather who's like the holds the all their finances within his hand and cuts them off and stuff, and he's made a deal with them. They have to win. If they don't win the regatta or whatever it is,
this is the same storyline in every summer film. Back in the 80s.
If they don't win the regatta, they're going to cut him off. But if they do win, he'll get the money to finish his development.
Ernest Goes to Camp, same thing. Developer comes in, they've got to win a tournament to keep the rights. Caddyshack 2, they've got to win a tournament to keep the country club.
And I'm pretty sure that the asshole dad in that is the guy from the I Want to Rock, all of the Twisted Sister music videos, who's always getting angry and cutting
yeah, I know who you mean. I've never known his name.
I don't know what his name is. And the son, Jeremy Piven's in. I forgot about that. He's one of I think he's one of the lackeys. Mark Metcalf.
Yeah, that's the guy.
But the son is the son the asshole son from the Goonies as well?
The yuppie with the
thing, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I think he might be. What a trip down memory lane. If you've never seen it, Sam, just get on it. It's a real timestamp of the 80s, that one. All right, let's prove that we're doing this.
Yeah, Matt Mullen.
I hate that we've picked a film that we love and yet we can't articulate it like that. It's been a while.
You should watch it, Sam.
Yeah.
And then come on the show and talk. We'll
talk about it.
What was the other one at the time that had a similar post with John Cusack? Was it Better Off Dead? And he had like the things coming out of his, like the Q-tips coming out of his fucking face.
Yeah, there's all of those. There's Better Off Dead, and what's the one where he goes to the jungle with David Keith is in it, or Keith David, one of those two, and it's not. Oh, it's very similar to Captain Ron, but is it Robert Loggia who's the kind of crusty old captain that teaches him how to sail?
I don't know.
And Ben and Jerry Stiller like hijack.
I don't know the family you're talking about.
All right, Hot Pursuit.
Oh yeah, of course, with the fucking binoculars. Yeah.
Which is once again very similar to The Sure Thing. It's like the whole. He's supposed to go on vacation but can't, and then he can.
Yep.
And then he has to. Yeah.
Let me connect the one I put out to our podcast that we did on Monday, because we were talking about Irish cinema and Irish films, because we had Jim Sheridan on the show. Go back and have a listen; it's fantastic. But I talked about some of the films I wanted to bring up on the show for recommendations. Turned out to be Scottish, not Irish.
Oh.
This is a movie that I wanted to talk about. Turned out to be like Welsh or something, and not Irish. Local Hero.
Yeah, right.
Great movie.
That's the same. It's Scottish. It's the same guy who did Gregory's Girl.
Yeah. Just because in my mind I just had that Irish aesthetic, that landscape in my mind.
It's all British. If we're just doing British cinema, we could talk about it all.
Exactly. I haven't seen this movie since I was maybe 19. It's been that long, so I can't recall a lot. But it's about an insurance man. It's a bit like the Coca-Cola Kid as well.
There's some kind of marine biology thing going on, and
because they want him to develop or something, and then we could be getting this way wrong, people, but I think they want to develop something, but they have to send someone from the ecological department along to see if there's an endangered species that's in the way, And
I think it's Peter Reget, Burt Lancaster. And I can't remember who the girl in it is.
But essentially, the concept is a fish out of water story. It's an American suit who goes to small English-Scottish town and sort of falls in with the locals, and they embrace him in the end and that kind of thing. It's a classic story. Like I said, the Coca-Cola Kid's a bit similar, where they send the American suit from Coca-Cola to small town Australia just to sort of razzle and dazzle them. That's a great movie though, Sam, if you've never seen that one.
Yeah,
Grove is in it. It's Peter Capaldi is in it.
Peter Capaldi must have been young.
Yeah, would have
this
been
is 1981, 82?
It is in fact 83.
There you go.
But close.
He's like
Fulton
young.
from
what's that?
Porridge.
He's like British young. You know how a lot of the British people, when they were young, they still looked a little bit older.
They look exactly the same. Yeah.
Because they're very prim and proper.
The way they dressed and everything.
Yeah. Uptight.
Yeah.
The guy from JAG, the Admiral from JAG, John M. Jackson is in it.
There you go. Far out.
It's an all-star cast, this film.
This is a trip down memory lane, this video.
I recognise a lot of people from Hornblower.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, if it's not Hornblower, it's Prime Suspect or something like that.
But this is during that period too, where Peter Reget would play was always like the kind of rumpled everyman that you kind of root for, like in Crossing Delancey and Animal House.
Animal House is what I'm thinking of. I was going to say, is he in a party movie?
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, and Peter Reget is he stands out a little in that film because he's a student, but he looks like one of the teachers.
Yeah.
And Donald Sutherland is one of the teachers, but behaves like one of the students.
Totally. Awesome. All right, Sam, bring us home. Do one more bonus round.
Okay. I'm actually.
You've had a week to top that up.
I know.
You're not with us next week, so you're going to have 2 weeks to top it up.
Yeah, I will. I promise I'll do it.
We should send you some in the mail.
Yeah.
As if I don't have enough to do, but I'll probably do it. But you have to cut them.
With the guillotine.
This is one of my favorite all-time movies. It's not focusing. What's Your Number? With Anna Faris and Chris
Evans. The red and white cover.
The red and white
cover. I don't know if I've seen this one.
It's really good. I love it. It's one of the films I go back to all the time.
I do like a good Anna Faris movie.
Yeah, I miss her so much, honestly, because I grew up with all the scary movies and everything, and this movie basically. But
have you seen the Overboard remake?
No, actually I haven't. I was a little bit skeptical about it.
Been relegated to the cupboard.
that movie or the Overboard remake.
Excuse me.
Because the guy, funnily enough, because the guy from the guy who plays the Goldie Hawn character, because it's a gender swap.
Of
the Overboard, but he's in that new one with the remake of the French movie The Valet, but with Samara Weaving. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay.
You know, interesting, but he's also
it's right down the bottom.
He's in one of your pick for Oscar winners, The Coda. He's the music teacher in Coda.
Oh yeah.
I just he plays these romantic leads in movies, but he's always looked like a 40-year-old like Spanish man, and you're like,
I was over there. How did he come up?
Because I was talking about how Anna Faris is in the new Overboard movie.
Oh yeah.
Overboard remake, and he's the guy. He's the love interest, and he's in that new Netflix movie with Samara Weaving, which is the remake of The Valet, the French movie.
Gotcha.
With Daniel Auteuil and who's that? The guy's in all those. I don't know his name, but he always plays the same part, like the kind of schlubby everyman. Not quite dinner game quality, but he's in Priceless, that movie where Audrey Tautou teaches him how to be a rent boy, and stuff. I can't remember what his name is, but he's really good. But the Valet is a pretty good film, except I think the Valet, from memory, the Valet is a lot more like. I don't know if they end up together, or maybe they do end up together in The Valet, but there's some suggestion of it.
Spoilers.
He's a lot more believable than the guy from Overboard and Samara Weaving.
So did we get to talk about her movie, like, at all?
We talked about it a little. You're just talking about how she missed Anna Faris. So
yeah.
I mean, okay.
That's the thing, but we can talk about it now. Go for it. I assume I haven't seen it.
So I wanted to rejig my memory. Like, I remember the poster. It's not a very inspiring
it's
one.
It's basically about a girl who reads in a magazine, like a kind of like Cosmopolitan magazine.
Dolly Dearest.
Dolly Doctor.
Yeah.
Dolly Doctor. Dear Dolly Doctor, I've got a weird discharge. Is this from my boyfriend having sex with my boyfriend? That's every issue.
Or is it from the Hot Salami?
Yeah. We used to read it every week in library in high school.
Oh, really?
Dolly Doctor to each other.
That's hilarious. It didn't involve guys at all.
I was just looking at tribal photos from National Geographic.
Sure, she's got 12 plates wrapped around her neck, but her boobs are out.
She reads in this article that you sleep with, an average woman sleeps with 10 men in her life before marriage.
Right.
But she figures out that she's actually slept with a lot more, which means that she
number.
Yeah. So then she goes back and starts contacting her old boyfriends because she's already slept with them, which means it doesn't add to the number. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So, or she's going to find that number. Okay. So whichever number was that 11th must be the one.
Or one of them.
Isn't there that whole conceit that the women always tone the number down and the guys always drum the number up?
Yeah.
37.
That's the
you
plus,
sucked 37 dicks.
Vacation. The remake of Vacation.
plus 3 minus 3 is always that was from American Pie 2. Yeah, they used to say that women would take away 3 and men would plus 3. Yeah. That was so funny.
I've always been shit at math.
40. You sucked 40 dicks.
In kids, 4 million. That was me, basically.
4 million. One time I sucked 6 in a row. One time I sucked 6 dirty dicks in a row. I was hanging with my best friend Joe when I sucked his dick and 5 of his friends in a row. You see, that's one of the greatest internet cartoons ever made. It was
so that's not biographical.
That's not biographical. That was from. Do you remember Ebaum's World?
Yeah.
In the early days of the internet.
The early days of the internet, or early days of YouTube.
No, Ebaum's World was pre-YouTube.
We're talking.
Yeah,
dial-up.
You took a long time to watch these. They weren't even 8-bit. They were line drawing. You could watch them on SVGA viewer, as a series of slides, or you'd watch the cartoons.
A moment to acknowledge my darling.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good impression of.
Thanks, mate.
of me trying to use the phone when my sister was on the internet.
Pick it up at the same time. Fucking Ben.
Can you get off the internet?
All right, Sam, we're going to miss you next week, so we'll catch you the week after.
Yes.
What are you doing
the
next week?
After. I'm going to see St Kilda and Carlton.
Bet you're glad that wasn't a personal thing, like, you know.
Who do you support, Sam?
I support Carlton, of course.
Sucks for you, because I support St Kilda and they're probably going to win. No, it's not.
No.
It's true that I support St Kilda. It's not true that they're going to win.
Well, you give a shit.
Well, I guess, look, if the match doesn't matter, if it doesn't actually matter towards getting into the top 8 or the finals, then St Kilda will probably win, because they only lose when it counts.
There is now no need to wrap this video up because we've lost them. All of them.
Yeah.